Prophecology. It's more than a philosophy, more than a psychology, more than just an ecology, bigger than biology, larger than anthropology, brushes against astrology. That's Prophecology.
Master Prophet Archbishop and Jonathan. We have a special podcast coming up here.
Special.
Two special people are in the podcast with us. And I know one works you out and one works me out.
I tell you, and we're worked out. That's what I can tell you. I'm worked all the way out.
Jonathan, how important is fitness to you?
Oh my gosh, Bishop, you know, fitness has become a new part of my lifestyle. And this particular young lady has, by force, made it something I look forward to doing.
By force?
By force. No, nothing about this is voluntary.
Wait a minute, Jonathan. What do you mean that this is voluntary? Jonathan, let's get you to put your mic on first. Go ahead, put your mic on,
See
Jonathan.
how nervous she makes me because she's so abusive.
Okay,
like
so we have Danah Smart here.
AKA Hitler.
We've been knowing Danah and her family for about a good 30 years.
Yes.
Yeah, you were a toddler.
I was very little, yeah. I'm only 30 something.
What is it?
Yes,
30?
I'm 36. I'll be 37 this year.
You were about a toddler.
Yeah, I was like in kindergarten, first grade.
And how old is your Joshua?
Joshua just turned 25.
So I remember
Before Joshua was born. Before there was a Joshua.
And
before we lived in the Rochelle.
Joshua was the miracle child.
Yes.
Okay. So we have Danah Smart's here, and we also have Keith DosReis, that we go back about 30 years.
Yeah, 30 plus.
30 plus years.
Right.
And so both of y'all are trainers. So we're going to talk about the importance of health and wellness. And don't get Jonathan's version of why health is important. So Danah, tell us why is health important? Because Jonathan really don't know the benefits that he gets from you.
Bishop, right now she's pinching me. That's why I'm smiling. She told me if I don't say nice things, she's gonna take me outside.
Well,
I'd rather go. But what's funny is, Bishop, I'd rather go with the boxing coach.
No, you don't. No.
Bishop.
No, you don't.
Keith, let's flip-flop. Let's do a 3-minute flip-flop, and then we keep flip-flopping
I see this. No. Game over. You win.
Okay, let's open up with this. You had a workout with Jonathan on Sunday.
Yes, we did.
Let's go through this Sunday workout.
We don't have to play it.
We're going to play it.
No.
Yeah, why not?
5, 4, 3,
really
2, 1, roll it.
Coach, now you don't have to. You were that.
There's no sound in this. Danah, what's happening here? What's happening in this here, Danah?
So we actually fast forwarded the video just so that you can get the entire gist of what's happening. So Jonathan's warming up right now. This was about 8:30 in the morning on Sunday morning, last Sunday. And we had a ball. So of course we were in Brooklyn. We were at the park across the street from his house. So as you saw him running back, I said, Jonathan, make sure you take your phone up with you because we don't know if it's gonna be there when you come back. So he's just doing his laps and doing some jacks. This is the smart rope, and we are getting 1 minute of work in, and then we're doing some push-ups and pull-ups. So we're getting in there.
Jonathan, I'm impressed. You can really use the smart rope, and that rope is weighted.
Yes, that rope is 4 minutes.
See what happened? That's what the result of the smart.
5, 4, hold that plank when you finish.
And now hold it.
Hold the plank.
So he held that plank for 1 minute. So we did sets. We did a bunch of sets. We did reps of either 1 minute or 25.
And you got those mountain climbers in?
Those good old mountain climbers.
Woo! That was easy though, in comparison to the Auschwitz.
We close with some fun things. We close with some fun things. He's trying to get his stamina, trying to get his balance back.
See, this is what it is. Look at this. This is the camp right here. Look at this. Y'all, look at this. Look at that. Look at
She went
that.
down and up the steps.
And then watch. Look at.
Isn't that Jonathan?
He did it, and he did it well.
Did it very well. I'm very
He
proud
wasn't
of that.
sure what was
I left
happening
my
for a
soul
moment.
on the bottom of that step. My soul is right there. I can go pick it up right now.
See, you did it. You did it well.
And John, look how well you did it. Look at the form.
Thank you. But when
He tried to cheat and
I didn't know there
cut
was
it
another
short.
step. I didn't see the other step, and you know, here comes this all-seeing eye. And then she said, no, go back up. I said, wait, you want me to go back up? Look at this.
Yes.
Yeah, look at the result of that.
That one was intense. That was fun.
Oh God, it took out of me everything. It was everything.
And for a few minutes, he died, and I had to keep bringing him back to life.
Yeah, that was the feeling. That's exactly what I got.
We
And
got to
that
get
one
our
there.
abs in.
I'm trying to get these bishop. I gotta get the,
That's
you
when all
know
that church is fried chicken.
So true.
It is. It is.
So
But
true.
I'm trying to
And
get ready.
Cheesecake Factory.
I'm trying to get ready for the Jezebels for the summer.
the Jezebels for the summer.
Well, the
all the
Cheesecake
Delilahs.
Factory is not helping you.
Well, that's why I got you.
The Delilahs.
Because I don't want Abigail. I want Delilah.
Bishop Jonathan's passed out on the floor, trying to get his life together.
And she just kept saying, like, come on, do it again. She laughs. She gets a kick out of this.
I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy even more who I do it with.
And then she wanted me to do another. Look at this.
She's standing on your feet to make sure that you actually get this.
Yes.
The elf.
It's like you're playing. It's like you're playing patty cake.
Yes. See, we're playing in the park.
But see, that's not the play. That's the only good part. I enjoyed that right there when she stretched me.
But you got to stretch there.
Yeah, that was, oh.
It's worth it at the end.
Ooh, that's stretching.
Worth it at the end.
Look at it.
Happy Sunday.
Keith, how important is working out?
It's best for your health, for your well-being, mental, physical, everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, how long you been training boxers?
40 years.
Ooh, 40 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's give that a hand. Yeah.
Yes.
40 years. And, tell us who are some of the people that you've trained, what camps you've been in.
Oh, I was Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. I was with Iran when he fought Tommy Hearns the second time. I was in his camp because I was with Mustafa at the time.
Okay.
And Tim Witherspoon,
Really?
yeah, heavyweight champ of the world.
I don't want you hitting me.
Oh, yeah. There's a...
I don't want you to shake my hand.
That all stems from being at Ali's camp. That's where I got my start.
Ali. Wow. What was it like being in Ali's camp?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
You had people from all walks of life that would come up there.
People-
Actors, senators, all kind of government people, any sports figure you could name, everybody came through. Any singer, everybody. It was an experience that I'll never forget. And I was blessed to be a part of that, to be around it.
Wow. I mean, to be 40 years, how do you see boxing then and boxing now? Is it a difference or is it still the same?
It's a little different because you don't have the top fighters fighting each other like they should when they're at the top of their game. Like, they'll play so many games with the promoters, they'll want this and want that, so they'll bypass their better years, and then they'll fight when they're on their way down instead of fighting the time they should fight.
Wow, that's very interesting. Wow, so they're getting their best fights on the way down instead of with the climb on the way up.
Right, like you had the Tommy Hearns and the Sugar Rays back in the day. They fought each other. Duran, Hegler, all great fighters. they went at it.
Wow. How do you enjoy training people in boxing? Have you trained just guys, or you train girls and guys?
I trained girls. I trained Beyonce. I trained Aaliyah before she passed away. I trained Left Eye. A whole lot of women. And I love training the women because they have so much passion. Mm-hmm. Their passion is like, they go at it.
Wow.
I love training a woman, yeah.
Wow. Jonathan, do you think you would ever date Jonathan,
maybe I might need to.
would you date a woman that's a boxer?
Oh, wait. I thought you meant training a woman. I don't want to be, no. I'm not no boxing woman.
Why not?
I found myself in too much folly. I'm not going to get myself. You're not going to be hitting me. No. No. Beyonce hit me. What am I going to do, Bishop? What am I going to do? I can't hit her back. And by the time she hit me with one of those hooks, I'm going to be out.
You're gonna be
and
busy.
then songs about me. A woman hit me and knocked me out. I'm like, yeah, I'm a punk. So I would not, no. That's why I wouldn't be able to date Tarzan over here.
Tarzan?
She'd be, imagine you come in late, and imagine,
You'll learn early.
see? This is what I'm saying. So I would need a boxing class so I could box her. How do I disarm my wife?
No, we're a gem. Yes.
So, is boxing healthy for people to get into it while young?
Young and old.
Young and old?
It's like the best workout ever.
It's the best workout.
Yeah, being at Ali's camp, they did the old school workout. None of that old high-tech stuff.
So what would be an old school workout would look like?
Chopping wood with a
Chopping wood.
with a real axe.
With a real axe.
Running up hills.
Or like our
Outdoors.
neighborhood outdoors.
Yes,
like
real
our hill,
hills.
like the one like
Running up
around the
hills,
corner.
Yeah,
Yes.
no treadmills. And hard work. Ali used to hit the heavy bag for 20 rounds sometimes. It wasn't no
That big heavy bag?
Yeah, and it wasn't a lot of hand pads. He used to hit that heavy bag. Liston, all them guys. Joe Frazier, all of them. Those guys was animals. They were animals back then.
Hitting the heavy bag.
Did you ever, were you in the ring?
No, I used to get in there, just to clown around, but my friend Eddie Mustafa, he was the boxer. And he brought me with him, to a fight. We used to work together, and he said, "I'm fighting tonight. I want you to come watch me." I said, "Okay." So we drove to the fight, and we're sitting in the dressing room, and this guy busts through the door. "I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna knock you out." And I was startled. I was like, "Whoa!" And I'm looking at my friend, and he's just sitting with his feet up, saying, "Don't worry, I'm gonna knock this guy out." I said, "Whoa," because he had me scared the way he bust in the room.
Yeah. What was he so angry at?
I was like, "Whoa." So then when the fight started, the guy was from Louisville. I forgot his name. So he's moving around like Ali, throwing all kinds of jabs. And so I said, "Wow, look at this guy." Second round came. He threw a jab. My man slipped it, hit him in the rib, broke his rib. The guy was crawling on the floor, crawling on the canvas, telling the ref, "No, that's it. And when I seen that, I said, this guy gonna be world champ one day.
Wow.
Just that one punch
One punch.
broke his rib.
One hit a quitter.
Wow, that's something else.
So that's how I got introduced to it, and I loved it after that. And then when he signed the fight for the title, Bob Arum didn't want to give him the proper, money that he was supposed to get. So Ali heard about it and said, "You come up here." So we went to Ali's camp. He put us in a little cabin. I threw the mattress on the floor, and we trained up there.
Wow.
He said, "All you gotta do is feed yourself, and I'll take care of everything else." And he became world champ.
Wow, this is like some outdoor training.
This is like
that's
the
like
Spartans.
Yeah, like you're like almost climbing trees, but you're like training in the rain and the mud.
Man, it used to be 9 below, and they used to
9
kick
below what?
0 sometimes. They used to kick in the door. All that cold come in. They said, "All right, we gotta run." And I used to look at my friend. I said, "You listen, you the one fighting. I ain't gotta run." He said, "You gotta come on with me." I used to run. hands froze and everything, but it was awesome. Just being up there in that atmosphere.
That is
And then all the world-class trainers from all over the world came up there. Not just from the United States, from all over the world. So you would pick something from everybody. It was awesome.
wow. This almost takes you back to when they had the movie Rocky. So in the movie Rocky,
Exactly what I thought about.
I mean
That's the way it was.
That's the way it happens
rough.
in the training world.
Standing on top of that mountain,
But the altitude is thin, the air is thin. You got to learn how to breathe.
it was something. And all the food we ate was baked, broiled, or boiled, nothing fried, and everything was fresh.
So diet was important as well.
Yeah, and they had a great cook called, her name was Danah Shabazz. She used to cook, woof. When I left the hill, it felt like I was a fighter, like I was getting ready to knock somebody out.
You weren't hitting people out with those big hands? You know what? Let me tell you one thing. Now, Bishop, I would hate to be in the ring with you, but I'd hate to be your son doing something I had no business doing.
Listen.
Kind of beating you was hanging out. Those hands to be insured. Yeah. No.
So tell us, did you train your children about boxing?
When I used to go away, for 2 to 3 months sometimes, because we used to train that long. And I came home, I think it was Christmas time, and I hadn't seen my son in a while, and it was snowing. And I said, come on, son, take a ride with me, because I was happy to be with him. So this kid threw a snowball and hit the car. So my son jumps out, "You hit my father's car?" and start fighting the kid. I said, what are you doing? The kid beat my son so bad.
Wait, the kid beat your son?
Oh, my God.
Please don't do this to me on this program. I was your son. I am your son. I understand.
He beat my son. I wanted to jump on the kid. I said, oh, my God, get off my son. Had his face all in the snow after he beat him up. I said, oh, God.
Well, he had heart.
Yeah, but
had heart.
he got waxed. So
What'd you do?
I said, listen to me. When I come back, you're coming back with me to camp. So I took him to Ali's camp.
Wow.
What?
And your son was how old then?
What's he, 9 or 10?
9 or 10.
Wow.
What?
Yep.
What was that like for him?
Oh, he loved it. And plus they had Tyson's second trainer up there. So when I was working, with Mustafa and doing what I had to do with him, he would train my son, and then I would come in and train him. So we taught him real well. I said, listen, when you see this kid again, don't start with him, because he's going to start with you. As soon as my son seen him, he just ran over to him. I said, oh, my God.
He was ready for it.
He was ready.
Hit him with a body shot, and that was it.
Wow.
Kid never bothered him again.
I'm sure not.
The body shot, I don't care how big and strong you are. You could be in jail for like 20 years lifting tree trunks out the ground. You get hit to the body, it's church.
Don't play with me, Danah.
That'll preach.
That will preach. Now, this is interesting. So this all happened because I called him because I was working on a sermon, and I wanted to know. We oftentimes will look what the Bible says, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places. And I was going to be developing a sermon. But the sermon I wanted to look at, and this is why I called them, and then after that, and Keith was a member of the church 30 years ago. Him and his wife, his family, his children were singing there. Both of his daughters, well, 2 of his daughters was there that was singing there. His son was much older.
Mm-hmm. He was working at HBO at the time.
He was working at HBO at the time, yeah. And his daughters ended up having record deals and everything of that nature. And now his daughters are in ministry. Mm-hmm. And I called Keith to say, tell me about what's happening in the corner. We focus so much on what's happening in the center of the ring. Mm. We miss the value of what's happening in the corner. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, as many of us as preachers, we're doing the work of the ministry. Our fight in the world is not strong because our corner is messed up. Mm-hmm.
So true.
So tell us, what happens in the corner of the ring? Because see, what I'm doing now, I'm developing my corner.
That's good.
Because when my corner's right, my fight will get right.
Well, in the corner, you need an excellent trainer that knows your body chemistry and knows you, but you also need somebody to exhort you on. Like, I remember Ali used to tell stories about when he was fighting Frazier, how when the bell would ring and he'd get ready to walk back to the corner, how his legs would cross, feel like he was going to pass out or faint, didn't want to get back up off the stool. And it was Boudini Brown that would exhort him to get him back out there to fight.
Hold on. You need an exhorter.
An exhorter.
That's the prophet.
Listen.
The prophet gives exhortation, comfort, right? You have to have the prophet in your corner that is going to give you the words to encourage that said there's another 3 minutes in you. There's another I see another 3 minutes in you. You got another round
deeper.
in you. There's a go deeper. You got it in you.
That's right.
So you need an exhorter in your corner.
And then you have a trainer that, the great trainers don't train you the way they was trained. They train you according to what you bring to the game. If you have short arms, they'll train you to fight that way. If you have long arms and you can dance, they'll train you to be a boxer. If you're a puncher, they'll teach you how to get in and do different things. But a trainer has got to be very versatile. He can't train you everybody the same way. He has to train you according to what you bring to the game.
So in the corner, you got your exhorter, you got the trainer in there. Amen. Tell us about the cutter.
Oh, the cut man, he stops the cuts, and that's important. Because if you get cut a certain way, the blood will drip down in your eye, and you can't see out of that one eye. And the smart fighters will circle to where you're cut at, to that eye where you can't see, and you constantly got to keep looking around while this eye is covered with the blood. So the cut man is very important.
Now, what does the cut man do?
He has different techniques where he stop the cut. He will put ice on it to compress it, but a lot of them have their little techniques that they'll, to stop the bleeding, because you have to stop the bleeding. It's very important.
Got to clot it.
And then sometimes you can bleed inside, to close your eye. You got some fighters, some trainers that'll cut you so that bleed can bleed out, and so you can see better. It's illegal,
Release
but they
the
do
swelling.
it.
Well, got to reduce the swelling. You got to have someone that knows what to do with a surgical process. Do you have a cut man in your ministry that knows how to release the poison, release the swelling, release the thing that will blind you?
And the cut man and the second and the trainer and the other trainer has to be on one accord,
Telling you the same thing.
telling you the same thing. Because if you have discord in the corner, it's going to cause a problem. Because the fighter's trying to listen, especially when he gets hurt and come back to the corner, and he wants some guidance.
Gotcha.
You can't have two different guys, yelling. You have to have one guy. You got to be on one accord.
One guy, one in your corner.
In your corner.
This is
a word. This is an illustrated sermon.
John, I'm giving you can preach this at your next funeral.
Or we could just preach at the next.
No, I mean, you're doing so many funerals, John.
I know, but you can illustrated sermons.
You can do it right. You can say that this person fought the good fight of faith. The wife over here was the exhorter. This other word, I could see that his brother over here was the cutter, the cut man. You can see that this you can read all of the accolades.
This is a fight for your life.
Right,
Fight
because
for
Paul
your life.
says, I have kept the faith. I have finished. I have fought a good fight. So in order for him to have a good fight, there was a role that Timothy played, a role that Titus played, the role that individuals that was in it. Priscilla and Aquila played. They were all in his corner. They were in his corner. Because if your corner is not right, your fight's not going to be right.
Telling you. And you need that guidance when you come back, when that bell rings and you walking back, you want to hear that guidance to get you back up out of there.
You need that guidance, that shining light.
That's fantastic.
Well, we just had some training today. Can we roll the footage? D-Roy was in there taking all kind of footage. Let's see what D-Roy will roll in the train. Now, this has been our, second week together? officially?
I think it's 2.5.
2.5 weeks. Danah, we started out with 1, and then we had to take a break for a week. And so I get some stuff resolved, and then we started back in, and we're going 3 days a week. So by July, I should have a baptismal body.
That's right.
Yeah, you'll be
Be able to
ready.
baptize, and
Baptize me. I'll be ready too.
You'll be ready.
I'll be ready. I'm baptizing with no shirt though.
Okay.
I'll put on a Jesus piece and drop me down. Yes. Your mother.
D-Rod, we ready with the footage? Oh, you need a minute? Okay, we're ready. Let's go to the footage.
Love it. Love it. Ooh, love it.
How important is the wraps around the hand?
Oh, you have to protect your hands because once you punch, you don't want it to. And we call these chicken bones on the top of your hand. They break real easy, and you could
You
sprain.
mean up here can break?
Yeah, and you could sprain your wrist by punching without wraps.
Yeah, your phalanges, which are your fingers, are the smallest bones in your body.
Oh my God.
So these are your phalanges, the actual finger part, and then this is connected to the phalange, and these are the smallest bones in your hand.
That's
If
right.
you punch wrong, you can literally, instead of breaking somebody's face, you'll break your hand.
That's right.
Ooh. Well, keep those Mexican wraps. They're called Mexican wraps, right?
Mexican style hand wraps.
Mexican style hand
I
wraps.
got
That's what
so
they're called.
what are you saying?
Well, that's what they're called. You have to ask for Mexican style hand wraps.
All right.
Yeah.
We want you to make sure. So, John, you need to get
Well, I
your...
won't really.
Yes, you're going to need the Mexican style hand because we're going to have you in the gloves. That's what we're building you up for.
I'm excited about that.
Boxing is going to be the next. We're leading from the future. See, when you see Bishop Jordan was like working out and doing that stuff, and those are the stuff I used to do. You're now doing. So, the boxing. That's your next. Meet your trainer. Meet your trainer. We're gonna get a speed bag over there in the room.
Ooh, yeah.
No videos. I can't. I don't want no videos because the way if you have me in the floor,
You're gonna be ready. Dana's getting you ready for the next round.
Yes.
You are gonna be
excited about that.
so. You're gonna be so.
And our
ready.
bodies are a machine. So if we take care of our machine well, it'll reflect it.
And what we're going to think about introducing is preachers boxing, the ministers boxing. We'll have arenas, and this will be like a new.
yeah, if I can
we
do-
get this on a TV channel, and preachers get into the rings and box.
who do we get the box? 'Cause
Like you.
who can I box?
Oh, trust me, there'll be a lot of people that would love to box you.
No. That's not the problem. I know they want to box me. I'm like, well, I want to box. There's plenty of people that want to box me, and I don't want to be in the ring with them. Well, go ahead. Come in the ring with me.
Exactly.
Be your first
We got
fight.
you. In,
You be my first.
I'll be your first fight.
I can't fight you like no man.
And when she gonna hit you like you won.
I'm a gem.
She's got a very masculine presence. I mean that in the most feminine way possible.
Over you.
No, it's okay, Doc. Yeah, well, okay.
So, Danah, how important is workout for, especially during this COVID time? Because there's a lot of people in this COVID-19 picked up 19 pounds.
Yes, a lot of people have picked up 19 plus pounds. Also, we got a assurance over there. But also, it's very important because COVID attacks our cardiovascular system. And what so many people do when they realize they have COVID, they just go into bed and they lay down. That is the worst thing to do because the fluid actually builds up in your lungs. So we want to make sure that we are building our lungs, building our cardiovascular system, working our heart. So when you work your cardiovascular, you're working your heart. So we want to keep our breath together. We want to make sure that when we get up in the morning, we actually stretch. Our body is a machine. We want to make sure that we keep this machine as healthy and wealthy as possible. But it also has to do with a lot of things we put in our system. So even as we're working out physically, we also have to be aware of the things we're putting in our system. Any kind of candida, any kind of sugar, any kind of yeast that's in our system will feed off of that COVID-19, and that'll make us a lot more sluggish, a lot more unhealthy in a faster capacity than anything. So we want to make sure that we are building our heart, building our lungs, building our body and our muscles, and we also want to make sure we're building our belly and our gut health.
Wow, that is a lot. Well, I've come a long way.
Yes, you have.
I got a long ways to go, and I make sure I work out 6 days a week. Jonathan, how many days a week are you doing now? You're up to now. Is it 3 days?
3 to 4.
3 to 4. That's a milestone.
It is, because I didn't do anything. So I want to say to myself, yes, I've come a long way, and I have a long way to go. But you all get ready. And you single sisters, beware. Hide your wives. Hide your kids.
Hide your wives.
We're sitting near you. Okay.
Why would they hide their children?
Well, because when all this is out, you got to be careful. The kids be looking and be, oh my God, I've never seen somebody that muscular and strong.
And they may say, Daddy.
I am not your daddy, okay? The lie detector test, you are not the father. No, ma'am.
So we won't see you on Maury this year or anything.
Bishop, let me tell you right now. No. Anybody who thinks, you're wrong, okay? It's broken. I wasn't there. I was working out.
Yes.
I was at the gym. Okay.
All right. Well, listen, thank you for watching this podcast. Thank you so much, Keith and Danah. And please follow them. They'll let you know how you can follow them on social media. And Danah will do online workouts with you. And she'll make a visit to your park near you.
Yes.
And take you into the park. She'll have you working up against the lamppost. You have had people do stuff against the lamppost.
I've had people do stuff in some of the strangest places because I live in an excuse-free zone. There is no excuse. If there is space and opportunity, I'm with it. We're going to make it happen.
She'll find a place for you to squat.
Oh, yes.
Put your back against the wall.
If anybody's incarcerated and you guys got phones, she's the one to call because they have small spaces, is what I'm saying, so they can do workouts in small spaces.
I'm so over
That's all I
you.
was saying. This is his business.
All the way over you.
They got burner phones now. It's all right. They can call you.
They can actually email you.
Get this money, baby. Get this money. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And listen, get your smart ropes. And how can I get the smart rope?
They can actually go to smartstepsfitness.com. So it's that simple, Smart Steps Fitness. You are going to take the next step into your best health. So smartstepsfitness.com, and you will have it in 7 to 14 days. We mail it directly to you. So again, Smart Steps Fitness, and you can find me on all social media outlets under my real name, Danah Smart. Anywhere, everywhere, DANAH Smart, S-M-A-R-T. I'm so excited to see y'all.
Amen. And eventually, you're going to get me with using the jump rope?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do a jump rope?
But we got to find a space where we can do it.
Oh, we're gonna do it outside in the near the pool.
That'll be great.
Yeah, we'll do. We'll be in the jump rope outdoors from like May until October. Well, the way you train, you can do May to December.
That's right.
You know that jump because that warm you right on up.
Jump rope will get you right.
Yes.
And how many? And what's your heaviest weight jump rope?
The heaviest weight is 5 pounds.
Okay, so that's about right. You like
Yeah,
the
but
5
I
pounds?
use-
Until you go
the light
outside,
one.
you can go right in the hallway, Bishop. There's no excuse. You can go in the hallway.
That hallway there?
Yes, sir.
It's not too, because I'm kind of tall. I'm the
You'll be
tallest
fine.
one in the house.
You'll be fine.
No, Prophet Stephen is.
You'll be fine.
You-
Right in the hallway.
Right in the hallway?
Yes, sir.
The jump rope will work in the hallway there?
Yes, Bishop, you want to go try it?
It won't hit the ceiling?
No,
Will it hit the
sir.
ceiling?
Now, in the gym, it may hit the ceiling. But in the hallway height is higher.
The hallway height is higher.
Yes.
Okay, so,
Okay, so we'll try it out there.
we can do it right out there. That's pretty good.
No, you're saying that the jump rope really does that much for you.
Yes.
Cardio,
Tell him what
Yes.
the jump rope can do for you.
Your cardio, your coordination, your legs, everything, your arms, everything. Tightens up everything.
Everything.
I mean, you jump 3 minutes, you rest a minute. 3 minutes, rest a
Hey,
minute.
Jonathan, only 3 minutes.
3 minutes, rest a minute. You start out that way.
I like
And
to do that for
eventually
15 minutes.
Eventually, you build it up.
Yeah, that jump rope.
You do
Bishop,
3 and then you rest.
Bishop, listen, that jump rope, nothing to play with.
But it'll get your cardio right.
What I did was, I was at Fort Greene. You know the steps.
Yes, I was so proud
So
of
what
you.
I did, I went up. I did a sprint up the steps. I did push-ups. Then I came down the steps and did the jump rope.
Oh, you followed directions.
See how you got to do all that?
I was just asking. I was just
When you
making.
run up the steps, you have to breathe a certain way, and then when you run down, you breathe in another way.
Yes.
So it's good to run up and down.
But you did great. I saw it. He tagged me in it on Instagram. I was so happy, so proud of him. He's killing it right now. I'm ready to see what your summer body looks like.
Summer body.
Baby camel. Coming
Summer
to
body.
you.
Summer. So you're gonna pull that sweater off soon.
Oh, Bishop, this one it's already tight on me. I can't even. Praise the Lord, says. I'm like, grace and peace. I be praying for them, like, God bless you. They be, oh, man of God. I'm like, touch me not.
All
And
right.
remember, your abs are made in the kitchen. Don't forget that.
That's the problem.
You gotta make sure that you are working out.
Not for me. Jonathan, I'm pretty good.
Oh no, Bishop, you eat great. That's where I have a challenge.
Except for when Chef Nikki's around.
Uh-oh.
Chef
Chef
Nikki.
Nikki, I didn't say that was
Chef
not-
Nikki, I'm with
That's
you.
Dana. Chef Nikki, I don't.
She doesn't eat food. She's not used to it.
I
so-
do. I eat everything.
No, she pretty much eats grass and things like that. But Chef Nikki, don't listen to her. Just don't feed her. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for our future podcast. God bless you.
To keep in touch with Master Prophet E. Bernard Jordan, go to www.bishopjordan.com and follow him on all social media platforms. To get more information about the Prophecology Conference and or more special events, go to www.zoeministries.com or call 888-831-0434. Thank you and stay blessed.